Hi, folks. This is Don Meissner and Linda McQuinn with the North Country Fishing Report. And Linda and I are together now down near New York City on our second big sports show of the winter. And even the days that we're setting up, like it has been today, something that is really interesting is some of the vendors will come over and they'll say, "Oh, hi, Don. I remember meeting you a couple years ago, and we've been planning to come up, but we're going to come up this year." You know, that's something that we hear all the time. But it's interesting because as we do these shows, we become more and more part of what seems to be like a cult-like family that exists when you do these sports shows. There's people that we all share something in common. We're here to set up a booth and talk about what is very special to us and what we're here to sell, whatever it is. And what was interesting about this guy that came up, he says, "I've been fishing tournaments in the St. Lawrence River, and I'm planning on coming up and spending a vacation in Meissner this year." And I says, "Well, if you're coming up to Meissner, let me tell you about something that you might not know about. We have a very special tournament that's just put on by our town. It doesn't involve other national groups. It's all about the fishing that we have. And how can we share this with people that don't get a chance to fish the big tournaments, or they haven't qualified or anything? It's basically a husband and wife, mom and pop, father and son, father and daughter tournament that we do called the Big Bass Blowout." And the guy was, "Oh my gosh, I'd like to be part of this." He says, "Let me come back to the booth. I want to get the dates and I'll tell him all the prizes." And, you know, that's something that I find really interesting, that so often when we give them the idea of coming to our area, that idea, the wrong word now, and Linda, you can help me with this. It isn't fester. I'm saying it sort of is boiling within their mind.
It's something that continues to sort of drive the process for them.
Yes.
They really want to visit Meissner, and it's a desire that they have to participate in a tournament where there aren't a lot of pros. It's just luck of the draw, so to speak.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Big Bass Blowout, so I just wanted your listeners to know that the dates for that are in August 8th and 9th. It's a Saturday and Sunday event.
Of this year.
This year, 2026.
And there's going to be much bigger prizes than ever before.
Yes.
We've reached a point now where people realize that this is a pretty special, fun tournament.
Yes.
For families to get involved in.
Yes.
You know, and it's we pay every hour a prize for the biggest bass brought in that hour.
And the neat part of this, as you mentioned, it's one bass per hour. It can be small or largemouth.
And this is another really big deal, Linda, that I think is special about this. We always talk about the ways that we can conserve and protect what we have.
Yes.
Well, this is certainly different than other tournaments in that if you're only bringing one bass in, and as soon as you catch it, you're turning around and coming in to weigh that fish in. Mm-hmm. So it hasn't
been in the live well
swimming
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
plus, we have great volunteers who fizz these fish.
Yes.
So we're assured that they are returned to the St. Lawrence in perfect condition.
So it's our way of working with our biological organizations like the DEC to do everything we can to protect our species. Mm-hmm. And something we're pretty proud of. We started this several years ago, 10 years ago, didn't we, Linda? Or how many years has it been going?
It's been about 10 at least.
When we first started, we had no clue of what we were doing. Neither one of us had ever worked with tournaments before, so we really didn't know how to run one.
Very true.
And I'm sure we've made a lot of mistakes along the way.
But we've also made a lot of friends along the way.
Oh, it's tremendous.
And the volunteers and all the knowledge and information that we've gained from Barb Elliott, who has taught so many people how to fizz.
Including us.
Yes.
Although you and I probably aren't that great with it. But the whole point is you don't need to be great at anything like that. Kids could learn to fizz.
Absolutely.
And I think they should.
Yes.
I think this is something we should really encourage with the kids that fish in our area.
Sure. Yes, that
But
they know how important it is to conserve the species.
Yes. Until next time, folks, this is Don and Linda with the North Country Fishing Report.